Alright everybody, this is the start of part 5 of the Batwing, and what I'm working on today is I'm looking the top part over again before I take it to the spray booth and hit it with another coat or two of primer. Working on the canopies, I'm pointing out with toothpick. About where the toothpick is, that part there gets painted. I think the main canopy where the toothpick is, that little section gets painted. And I'm also going to try this pledge for the canopy. Watch some YouTube channels today on using this for canopies and using it for cars. Also, you can spray this onto a model. I've had this for a long time, never used it. You use it right out of the bottle, put it into your airbrush and apply it to your kit or model, canopy or car or whatever. But I'm going to try it with the canopy here. Not today though. I'm going to have to mask off the canopies and paint the small sections on them that need to be painted, like right around the edge here, and the same with the other part of the canopy right up front here. So I got my work cut out. I'm going to tape all this off and maybe hit it with some primer today, and then hit it with some flat black. I decided not to go with using a gloss black for the main color of the Batwing, which is Tamiya X1. I'm going to go with a flat black, and that will be, should have it here, all this paint that I have. The flat black is XF-1, and then I may hit the panels on the Batwing with a semi-gloss, which is X-18. So I'm going to go get started here working on the Batwing. Figured I'd share it with everybody. When I'm finished with everything, I'll film it. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. This is Saturday, October 8th. And what I'm going to be working on today is the bottom part of the Batwing. I did sand it down where I puttied the seams. They're real smooth. It's ready for the spray booth. I'm going to have to get that set up. So I'm going to hit this with a couple coats of primer. The same with the top of the Batwing. I got to cover this cockpit up with some tape and then hit it with some more primer. Got the canopy here, that's ready. Got it all masked off inside and out. I hit it with some primer. Same with the main canopy. There's a little lip on the front of it. I mean, I don't have to airbrush it, primer it and paint it, but since there's like a little lip right there and where it joins the front here, like so, I'm just gonna hit it with some primer and paint that too. Rest of it, of course I'm gonna leave clear, so I got it all masked off, ready to go. Batman, I'm gonna hit him a couple more times with some primer. I cleaned up his arms. I figured I'd do a quick update on the Batwing, what I'm doing with the Batwing. The top of the Batwing, flip it over. Looks pretty good. I got that all done. Probably have to hit that a couple more times with primer. But I took care of that a couple weeks ago. It's just the bottom I need to really work on. So I'm going to get started here, get the spray booth set up, get the primer ready. Once that's all done, I'll film it. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. The bottom is almost there. I hit it with a couple coats of primer. I still have to work on the seams, but not a lot of work, so I'm almost there. Canopy's done. I'll hit it with some primer. I'll let that sit for a couple days. Batman, I'm going to have to still touch him up a little bit with some more primer, but he's almost there too. The base I hit with some flat black and it looks really good. I may have to hit that a couple more coats, but I think it turned out pretty good. Top of the Batwing, Looks good. I don't think I have to hit that anymore with primer, so I'm going to let that sit for a while. So I'm going to continue working on the Batwing. Figured I'd give it a little update what I'm doing. Like I said on the bottom here, I'm going to hit it to clean up the seams, but I'm almost there. I figured I'd share this with everybody on the Batwing, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. Today is Sunday, October 9th, and I've been working on the bottom of the Batwing, working on the seams, more sanding. Real fun job to do. Shouldn't be much more. I got it really smooth and got the seams down. Another coat of primer should take care of it. I'll primer that up today. Also worked on Batman. He had some problems too, and I cleaned up the seams on him. Give him another coat of primer. Let him set, and maybe I'll hit him with some flat black today. Give him some color. But he's turning out pretty good. He's a little bit of a challenge with the seams, how he went together. But I'm working on it, and it's looking a lot better. So I would say he's about ready for the spray booth. Another close look at the base. I hit it with some flat black last night, and it's looking really good. I'm going to hit it with a couple more coats, and then I'll have to mask it off and hit it with some yellow. But right now it's looking good. So I'll get that in the spray booth today, hit it with a couple more coats of flat black. So I'm going to get started here working on the Batwing, getting it ready for the spray booth. Figured I'd share this with everybody. Once I get this all done, I'll film it, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. What I'm going to be working on tonight, this bottom of the Batwing, I got to work on the seams. I know the camera probably won't pick it up, but I still need to do a little touch up, like up in here. I don't know if it'll pick it up. Don't look too bad, but I have to hit it a couple more times with some sandpaper, and then hit it hopefully with another coat or two of primer, and it'll be ready for some paint. Batman here, I'm going to double check him, make sure he looks good, and take it to the next step and maybe paint his face, and maybe I may mask him off and do the cape and highlight that up a little bit with maybe some semi-gloss black. But I'll figure out what I'm going to do with him, and then I'll get back with everybody on Batman. So I'm going to get started working on the Batwing, the bottom of it, working on the seams. Not much more to do, and then she'll be ready for another touch-up with primer, and then I'm going to hit it with some flat black, Tamiya XF-1. So let me get back to work on this, and once I get that all done, I'll do another update, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. Last night and today I've been working on the seams on the bottom of the Batwing using 320 grit sandpaper and water. Been wet sanding the seams. They're about ready, I would say, to be done. Then I'll be able to hit it with some more primer. I don't think I'll have the time to do that today. And then Batman, need to hit him about right where my thumb is. I got to sand that. There's a little spot there I'm going to have to hit with some sandpaper, but I'll hit him with a couple more coats of flat black, and then I would say he's about ready for some paint for his face. What I'll probably use for his face is this skin tone here, Model Masters number 4601. Once he's done, but if I got to do any more sanding, I'll probably use 600 grit with some water. Everything's smooth though, it's looking good. So I figured I'd give this update to everybody, what I'm doing with the Batwing, and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. This is Saturday, November 5th. What I'm going to be working on today for the third time is the seams on the bottom of the Batwing. I taped it off last week, put some putty on it, so I got some sanding to do. It's the third attempt. Should take care of it. Then I can hit it with a little more primer and then hit it with this first coat of flat black. I did get some new sanding from hobbylink.com, I think is the site. This is like a sponge. I got 1500, 18, 24, 32, 36, and 4000 grit. Plus my standard sanding paper. This is 220, and this is 320. I'm going to give these guys a try here on the Batwing. Also going to be working on a canopy, my homemade masking. I'm going to take that off today, see how it turned out. When I get that off, I'll film that part. So I got my work cut out for me today on the Batwing, and once I get all this work done, I'll film it. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing, the canopy right here. Took the masking off. Everything looks good. As far as I'm concerned, it looks good. The front part that does get glued on to the Batwing looks good to me. Picked this up today at Lowe's for under $6. I'm going to apply this to the canopy. I've had this for a long time, never used it. I'm sure it's just discolored on the outside. It should be just as good, but I'm going to go ahead and give the new bottle a try. Got some plastic cups here. I could probably fill it up and just submerge this whole canopy on the inside and then pull it out and put it on here and let it dry. Same with the small one here. So by the time I do this, one coat should do the job, and then maybe tomorrow I can put it on the Batwing and see how that turns out. So I'm going to continue working on the canopy here. Once that's all done, I'll film it probably tomorrow. Let this sit overnight. I know you can put several coats on, but I think one good coat should do the job. I'm not going to get fancy. It's Batman. So I'll get working on this. Figured I'd share this with everybody, and I'll post it once that's all done. And everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. This is Sunday, November 6th, about 4:45 in the evening. Last night I worked on the canopy. First time I used this pledge, and turned out pretty good. Gave it time to dry and cure. Canopy looks really good. Ready to be glued onto the top of the Cockpit. I'm going to use your Formula 560 canopy glue. On the back label it says it takes 3 hours to dry. Cure time is 24 hours. This is the only part right here that gets glued onto the front of the Cockpit. So I'm just going to lay that down there in place. And it's nice and clear. It looks pretty good. So it's ready to go to be mounted. This part of the canopy does open up and close, which is cool. I really like that idea. I'll put that on last. So once I apply the canopy glue, I'll have to let that sit for a while. So I probably won't be able to get to putting this part on until tomorrow. I figured I'd give everybody a quick update what I'm doing with the Batwing. Slowly getting there, getting this done. I did work on the bottom of the Batwing last night. I sanded it, the seams again. That turned out pretty good. Maybe I'll get some primer on it today. If not, there's always next weekend. But my main work today and yesterday was the canopy and putting it on top of the Cockpit. So I'm going to get working here, get this done. Once this is all done, I'll film it and everybody have a good day. Alright everybody, another update on the Batwing. Over the weekend, I've been working on the bottom seams for the third time. I've wet sanded it, getting it ready for the third coat of primer. It's nice and smooth, ready to go. Keep my fingers crossed that this is it and I can get it set up for its first coat of paint. Over here I have the canopy on and it's looking really good. I'm going to stop the camera here for a minute and set this up so everybody can get a look at it. I already tried it with the 9-volt battery and it looks awesome. The canopy is nice and clear. You can see everything on the inside. I just applied the steering wheel in the cockpit, so that's drying. So I'll stop the camera here, set this up, and everybody can get a look at it. I'll be back in a minute. Alright everybody, back on the Batwing, and we're looking at the cockpit. I do have it hooked up to a 9-volt battery. As you can see inside that the control panels are lighting and flickering. Look really cool. Let me turn the overhead light off. And even with this camera, you can see the effect. It looks really cool. Turn this around so you can look at the front. I just have the front control panel. Might be a little bit of a glare there. You can see it lit up. Looking good. The left side of the control panel, you can see right there. It looks really cool. I mean, the canopy is nice and clear. I think I did a pretty good job on it. It looks really cool. The front there is just going to be a little bit of a glare, but you can see it. Looks pretty good. Canopy does open up. Maybe I can try to open it up so everybody can get a look at it with it open. It's not going to want to stay all the way up. So I'm going to have to hold it up with my finger there. But there's a good look at it. It really looks cool. Really taking my time with this kit. I'm normally working 7 days a week. I've got this weekend off, so I worked on the bottom with the seams on the Batwing. I've been having issues with that. I showed it in the previous video that will be on this video here. But looks really cool. It snaps down in place real good, nice and snug. And like I said, it's running off a 9-volt battery. So I'm going to go ahead, call this a wrap for part 5 of the Batwing build. I'd like to thank all my YouTube subscribers. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. And everybody have a good day.